Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. God, I hope this thing still works. Okay. Where do I begin? I'd write this all down, but there's a reason why I'm a photographer and not, well... You see, I've come to believe that things have to get really, really bad before they can get good. Not even really, really good. Although I wouldn't mind some of that right now. I guess when you look at the way my life has turned out so far, it's about the only way you can look at it. Good follows bad. Kind of amazing. It's Valentine's Day, and I don't feel much like being anybody's Valentine. But, as odd as it seems, I find myself wanting to talk to you. I remember the first time, how you sent me a Valentine that wasn't signed, just drew in one of those happy faces. I asked once why you sent me all those cards, and you told me you had to get my attention somehow. Where could my head have been that I wasn't paying attention to you? What was it that Uncle Ben used to say? Youth is wasted on the wrong people? I know you'll never hear this, but someday there may be someone who should know about you. About us. Your name was Gwen Stacy. Mine is Peter Parker. This is the story about how we fell in love. Or, more appropriately, how we almost didn't fall in love. So, it's Valentine's Day, and there's a place I stop by once a year. Nobody knows. I don't make a big deal out of it. It's about remembering someone who was so important to me that I was going to spend the rest of my life with her. I just didn't know that meant she would only get to spend the rest of her life with me. There's nothing I can do about it, and I've come to accept that. But when you lose someone you love, everyone tells you to pick up and move on. Don't dwell on the past. It's what she would want. And that makes me smile. Like I would ever want to forget you. The way your hair would fall across your face. The way you sipped your soda. Hello, Gwen. My funny Valentine. But like I said, before something good could happen, something really, really bad had to happen. And when I say bad, I'm not talking overdrawn at the bank bad. I'm talking supervillain, in this case it was the Green Goblin, knows your secret identity, and has you held hostage, intends to kill you, then everyone in your family type of bad.
Take a long look, Parker, because this is the last face you're ever gonna see.
Oh, and one last thing. The Goblin turned out to be the father of the guy who would be my best friend. My best friend's father. Starting to see how this bad-good thing works?
Don't I get a say in this? I mean, as far as faces go, Green and Lumpy wouldn't be my first choice. I don't even think it would make my top 5. What's the matter, Norman? Don't want me to see your pearly whites right before I go through the pearly gates?
You think I'm afraid to face you? Me?
Actually, I was betting on too ugly to face me. But if you want to go with afraid, I can work with that too.
What are you?
What am I doing? You're kidding, right? This is pretty much Superhero Procedure 101. It came with the manual, along with the mask. Oh, that's right. I forgot as a supervillain you don't get the same handbook that we get.
Rest assured, Parker. The only reason you could have broken free was because I wanted it so.
Well, rest assured, Norman. I don't give a damn. Alright, Goblin. Let's finish this, once and for all.
At the time, I wasn't quite sure what I meant. I just knew only one of us was walking out of that warehouse. And it was going to be me.
cursed webbing!
Hey, haven't you heard? Catches thieves just like flies? And why is it always referred to as cursed webbing? Seems to me to be attractive webbing. Or even inventive webbing. We spiders take our webbing personally. You're going to respect the webbing, Gobby. Just like you're going to respect...
Never!
me.
You're nothing but a punk kid!
I have to admit, I was hitting him with everything I had, and he just wasn't going to fold.
In fact, I was more than a little disappointed to learn your secret identity. My nemesis turns out to be a schoolboy. A disappointment, just like my son. A pathetic, sniveling loser who will never make anything of himself.
Now, why'd you have to go and bring Harry into this, Norman? I don't even like the guy all that much.
You leave my son out of this!
We having a little pronoun problem here, Norman? You brought Harry up. But you know the old saying, the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree? You know an awful lot about acorns, don't you, Norman? I mean, you're both plain nuts.
At first I thought he was dead, and I'm ashamed to say, Gwen, in that moment, I was relieved. It could have ended right there. All my worries gone. And maybe you'd still be...
Come on, Norman. That time is over. Hope we've got room for milk, cookies, and another punch in the face.
Can't breathe.
It should have been so easy if I just left him there. The smoke, the fire. By the time anyone found him.
What? What are these clothes? Have to take it home. Harry will be worried.
I wanted to tell myself he was lying. He was faking his memory loss. There was something in his voice, his concern about Harry. It reminded me of Aunt May. I didn't need to have my spider sense to know he was being genuine.
New York City Fire Department. Is anyone there?
This man needs help.
Even then, I think I knew that was the understatement of the year.
Wait a second. You can't just run away.
I'm not running, just swinging.
But what went on here? Who is this guy?
That's Norman Osborn. He's a hero. He helped me stop the Green Goblin.
What happened to the Goblin?
Dead. The Green Goblin is dead.
I took the photographs to Mr. Jameson over at the Daily Bugle. We had played this scene a dozen times. And even then, I knew we would do it 100 more. We still do.
The Green Goblin is dead. Uh-huh. I'll believe that when I see it. And maybe not even then. And we're supposed to take that maniac wall crawler's word for that? A man died, and he didn't have a thing to do with it?
Mr. Jameson, if you don't want these photographs, I'm sure there are plenty of other places I can...
Who said anything about not wanting the photographs, Parker? You kids today, you play that rock and roll music so loud you can't even hear a thing when a person's talking to you.
Then about getting paid, sir.
You get paid like any other freelancer, Parker. 2 weeks after you voucher from that given Friday. What could be more fair than that?
I know that's the usual way, but there's something I want to buy, and I could use...
Do I look like a savings and loan? You get paid just like any other...
Jonah. Hello, Peter. Jonah, if you want to run with this Goblin story on the front page...
I do! And if I could figure out how to go with a banner headline, Spider-Man Murderer, I'd run that too.
Well, we just got the tip that Norman Osborn has been moved to Memorial Hospital. Could be a photo of that.
Good. Get Sheldon on it.
Phil is covering the Tony Stark trial.
I could do it. Mr. Osborn is the father of one of my friends at school. Sort of. And I could get in there, no problem.
I think Peter can handle it, JJ.
But if I do, could I get paid right away?
You just give me that photograph, Parker.
I'm on it, Mr. Jameson.
I can't tell you how that instills me with confidence.
Why do you always write him, Jonah? Peter's a good kid.
Good kid. There's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one.
Jonah Jameson. How can you not love that guy? Now, I'm not entirely sure why I was so readily volunteered for the job. Sure, I knew Harry, but he was hardly what I would call a friend. Maybe Maybe it was just that I couldn't resist making sure that when Norman woke up and saw my face, the nightmare was really over.
Harry?
Parker? What are you doing here?
I heard about your dad.
Oh. The doctors tell me I almost lost him. He can't remember what happened, even how he got here. I'm gonna take care of him for a little while. I guess this is what they mean when they say the son becomes the father, and the father becomes the son.
You'll work it out, Harry. I can only tell you that growing up without a dad, anything you've got to do is worth it. Hey, I should probably let you guys be alone. Give your dad some time to rest.
I didn't know. I guess I forgot you don't have...
Parents? I'm pretty used to it. My Aunt May is about as close to being my mom as... She's great.
Listen, I know we don't hang out much, but coming here? That means a lot, Pete.
No sweat. What are friends for?
Hey, Harry, what'd you hear? What'd you say? Was that Parker you were with?
Yeah, he stopped by to visit.
Why?
Lay off, Flash. Turns out, Pete's an okay guy.
Gwen, you coming?
And that's how it started. I turned back, and just for a moment, I saw you looking right at me, and I turned into a puddle. No matter what else was happening, I knew I could always come home. Aunt May has a way of making sense of things when nothing else can. Remarkably, she still does.
A motorcycle? I don't know, Peter. Those things can be so dangerous.
I'd be careful, Aunt May. You know that. Only it doesn't really matter. I don't have the money, and the guy at the store says he can't hold it much longer.
I never told you, but your Uncle Ben drove a motorcycle when we first met. The leather jacket, his hair all back, he was so handsome. Ben and I always knew someday you'd want a car. Not a new one, but something to get around. But if this money we save goes towards a motorcycle, and that makes you happy, I'm sure Ben won't mind us bending the rules a little.
Thanks, Aunt May. Only thing is, I don't want to catch you popping wheelies up and down the West Side Highway.
Oh, Peter.
I'll never know how my Uncle Ben knew that Aunt May was the only one for him. But she was, is, and always will be one in a million.
Motorcycles are like women, son. You've been coming in here for months, and between you and me, you won't know if you like her until you take her out for a spin.
No, I know that. It's just...
I'd gone up against the Green Goblin, Dr. Doom, and the Rhino, but making this decision, spending that much money, and then, maybe by chance, or maybe God has a sense of humor and we're all part of the joke. The gang walked by out front, and you were laughing. Not at me. I don't even know what it was all about. But just seeing you that happy.
I'll take it.
Maybe popularity isn't something with two wheels you can buy at a store. But right about then, it sure felt like it.
So, we all meeting over at the Silver Spoon? Say, what's with you, dollface?
I don't know. Can't we find someplace new?
Hey, watch it, jerk!
Nice wheels, Pete.
Thanks, Harry. Anybody want to ride?
Sure you don't need training wheels with that thing, Parker?
Is it fast?
Not too fast.
I like it fast.
Gwen Stacy. All kinds of amazing. Right about then, I couldn't imagine my life getting any better. Guess I still had a lot to learn about how this good-bad thing works.
Oh, dear me, Peter isn't home just now. You're welcome to wait.
That's all right, May. Some other time. Got places to go and people to see.
I'm sure Peter will be sorry that he missed you.
May, you can bet on it.
Where was I? Put down this tape recorder for just a second and... lost my train of thought. I'm not sure who is ever going to listen to this, but this story, our story, is something that should be remembered. So here I am, with this tape recorder that's so old it probably was my Uncle Ben's, talking to a girl that, just like that, thought I lost, can't get it back again. People stay with you for as long as you remember them. I don't want to forget you, Gwen Stacy. Stay with me.
The bell.
The Green Goblin was dead. There it was, in black and white.
This ain't no London library. That's 2 bits for the paper.
With all the news I make for J. Jonah Bonehead, you think I'd get a free subscription?
Yeah, whatever. 25 cents or call a cop.
Of course, you've got to question anything you read in the Daily Bugle. After all, according to them, I'm a menace. Me.
Thanks. You can keep the change.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Everybody's a comedian.
Let me see that newspaper.
Mister, for 25 cents you can own your very... Take it. I'm just trying to make a living.
Quiet. Then it is true. The Green Goblin is dead. Then that's bad for me. And worse for Spider-Man.
I knew that the man who was the Goblin wasn't dead. He was Norman Osborn. And Norman Osborn was resting comfortably in a hospital bed with apparently no memory of his dual life. More importantly, he didn't remember that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Now, if I wasn't about to take the Daily Bugle's word, I certainly wasn't about to take the word of Norman Osborn himself. So I regularly, unintentionally, dropped by to visit Norman. And, oddly enough, more and more became friends with his son Harry. The closer I got to Harry at the hospital, that meant back at college, the closer I got to you.
Do you like what you see?
Hi, Gwen.
The chemical reaction you got when you added the catalyst to the polymers? Did you get the reaction you expected?
At this point, Gwen, I'm not sure what to expect.
Okay, I admit, I wasn't the smoothest. You should try talking to Gwen Stacy sometime and see how you do. Just because I had spider sense didn't mean I had common sense.
Well, maybe we could, or should, study together.
Sure, how about tonight?
8 o'clock? The Silver Spoon?
You have to understand, I was just making the transition from Peter Parker bookworm to Pete's not such a bad guy. And not everyone was willing to go along with the plan.
Ooh, and Flash Thompson picks off Parker's forward pass.
More like pass interference, Flash.
I'd say it's offsides for sure.
Watch yourself, Parker. Just because Harry gives you a hall pass doesn't mean you get a free ride.
Uh-oh, 2 metaphors in one day. Flash, careful, you don't want to hurt yourself.
Mr. Parker!
Professor Warren?
You got something you want to share with the class?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
Maybe if I separate you from your little social club back there, the rest of us could get some work done.
See you later, Parker. Like in another lifetime.
Flash, does anything ever get through that football helmet that you have permanently strapped to your head?
You've got me wrong, gorgeous. When Flash is off the field, the helmet gets stored.
Along with what's in it.
And I remember being foolish enough to think, let's fall in love. It was silly, really. Impossible. Gwen Stacy interested in me?
Can you believe they're gonna let that thing into a courthouse?
Everybody gets his day. They don't know how to get that suit off. So he goes as he goes.
Take to think what happens if he wakes.
As if my life weren't complicated enough, I knew that if I wanted to seriously take a run at dating you, Gwen, I'd have to be able to, well, pay for the dates. It wasn't just that either. I had college and the motorcycle and Aunt May and... That meant my weekly go-around with J. Jonah Jameson.
What's it with you and money, Parker? Didn't I just pay you last week?
Sure, and that was for the pictures I took last week. What about the ones from this week? Look, Mr. Jameson, all I'm asking for is an advance so my Aunt May doesn't have to worry about the bills.
Listen, kid. I used to have an aunt who worried about money all the time, too.
Really? What happened to her?
She died!
Hello, Peter. Don't let Jonah bring you down. His heart is in the right place.
Yeah, it's someone else's body.
Look, The Rhino just busted out of Midtown and is tearing up Broadway.
The Rhino?
You got us some good photos, and I'll speak to Jonah.
I won't let you down, Robbie.
I know you won't, Peter. I know you won't.
You see, this was the so-called comedy of my life. I wanted to date a girl, like Gwen, but didn't have the money. I could only get the money, but only if I took some photos of the Rhino beating the snot out of me.
I want Spider-Man!
Anyway, I did the math.
Yeah!
It was worth it.
Geez, Rhino, if you want to get together, you don't have to wreck the city. You could do what all other supervillains do. Just send flowers with a note. Although a candygram was always nice.
There really wasn't known much about the Rhino at the time. He was unbelievably strong. Maybe the strongest guy that I ever fought up until then.
You think because of my size that I am slow?
No! I think because of your size, you ought to lay off the fast food. If you ask me, do I look fat in this outfit? You're not gonna like what I have to say.
This hide is what makes me the Rhino! This hide is what's going to kill you!
Well then, let's ease you out of that old thing and into something more practical. Like a tutu. Gotta hand it to you, Rhino. You really brought down the house.
That was a pretty brave thing, going on one-on-one with that monster.
Thanks. Do me a favor and write a letter to the Daily Bugle.
What's that?
I'm not sure. It looks like a piece of the Rhino's hide. Look, can you guys hold down the fort while I go check this out?
Take your time. He's not going anywhere.
Don't be so sure. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I took the problem to Dr. Curt Connors. Poor Doc. If my life is made out of bad things turning good, his was the opposite. How else does a devoted family man who wanted to only regenerate his missing arm become the very thing that would keep him from his wife and son?
What you think, Doc?
I think I know what we're dealing with here. It's a pretty sophisticated manipulation of actual rhinoceros DNA and something similar to Kevlar or adamantium. Self-replicating, not unlike the genetic mutation that brought about my own problems.
Can we separate the DNA bond? Introduce a catalyst that would create a chemical reaction with the two polymers?
I keep forgetting that you have a background in science.
Actually, that was courtesy of a pretty girl I know. How's your lady and the boy?
They're well, thank you. In fact, I'm confident enough about my condition that I've invited them up from Florida next week. I'd like to show them the city.
Doc, in order to help me, you'll need to come in contact with the same chemicals.
That may or may not turn me into the lizard. You said people's lives are at stake so long as the Rhino runs free.
Sure, but...
Then I'd say it's worth it, wouldn't you?
You can't run from me, Spider-Man! I'll find you if I have to bring the whole city down to do it!
Hold it right there, young man. I'll leave you alone for a few minutes and look at the mess you've made. You're not going anywhere until you've cleaned this all up. Then we're gonna have a little talk about your allowance. You're in a lot of trouble, son. Uh-oh.
Enough! Itsy, bitsy, spider. Gah! What's happening to me?
Well, what do you know? Down came the rain and washed the Rhino out. Hope you like the special webbing a friend and I cooked up for you. I know it's not quite cupcakes, but didn't we talk about watching your weight? That's what I just realized, Tubby. For all your talk, you're not so tough. You're just a big bully. I know something about being bullied. More than anybody my age should know.
That night I had aches and pains in places I didn't think I could have aches and pains. But I had beaten the Rhino, maybe the strongest brute out there this side of the Hulk. And all I could think about was how a little innocent comment from Gwen had won the day. Maybe it was only going to be a study session, but the way I looked at it, every second I could spend with Gwen, I was the luckiest guy in town.
Alright, Aunt May. I'll be back later, so don't wait up. Or stand there. Aunt May, is there something wrong?
Wrong? Oh, heavens no. I was just thinking how handsome you look.
Yeah, but who'd notice when I'm standing next to the prettiest girl east of the Mississippi?
It's just that you took so much time to get ready, and here you are. All just to meet Mary Jane Watson.
I did?
Oh, Peter, you're too funny. Why, here she is now.
Mary Jane Watson, Anna Watson's niece. The sort of girl I pictured as, she has very nice friends, and she makes homemade soup, and she can knit. Believe me, all that was on my mind was how long could it take. I'd be polite and greet this nice whatever, and be on my way. And maybe, just maybe, I'd be a little late, and Gwen would understand. How long
Peter, this is Mary Jane Watson.
could it
You're Mary Jane Watson?
take?
Face it, Tiger. You just hit the jackpot.
And all at once, Gwen? I didn't think that you would understand at all. Okay, come on. I can spin a web any size. I should be able to do this. You see, when I started out making these tapes, I knew we were going to get to this part, Gwen. I mean, even though you're never going to hear this, someone will. I'm sure they're going to ask what kind of idiot talks about one beautiful girl to another beautiful girl. And, the answer is this kind of idiot. Me, Peter Parker.
See anything you like?
Because you really can't tell the story of how Gwen Stacy and I fell in love without talking about Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah, I was thinking how much I'd like to press 340. You got me, babe?
Uh-huh. It'd be more like 4F. That'll be the day.
Hey, don't you know who I am?
You're Flash Thompson, BMOC.
Well, yeah, and?
You're Flash Thompson, BMOC.
Huh?
Hello, Harry.
Have we, met?
Oh, come on. Everybody's wild about you.
Really?
And I can see why.
Why?
You gonna eat all those french fries?
Now, I don't want you to think I brought Mary Jane around to show her off, or, well, whatever you might have thought. It was more like an obligation, okay? Because she was my Aunt May's best friend's niece. I mean, it was the least I can do, right?
And you've gotta be...
MJ? Sorry I was late. Guess you found the place okay?
Hello, Petey. Have a french fry. I was just getting to know the gang.
Really? Then I guess I don't have to introduce you to...
She's quite the girl, Petey. Where have you been keeping her?
Hi, Gwen.
This is some setup, girl. Love the guy-to-gal ratio. My kind of place. Buy me a cup of tea, will you, Petey?
Sure.
I don't get it.
What's there to get?
Parker knows her?
Looks that way.
I don't get it.
Wake up, Flash. What you know about Peter Parker? Couldn't fill a thimble.
I still don't get it.
So, that's Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
MJ...
If you like that sort of blonde, gorgeous look.
Where was the radioactive man when you really needed him? And when was I ever going to learn to be careful for what I wished for?
We're coming to you live from Penn Station, where police are searching for the so-called lizard. We're going to show you now a photograph that ran in the Daily Bugle of this creature. He or it could be a mutant.
Look at that. I took that photograph.
Well, far be it from me to tell you how to do your job, but isn't that what you'd call a photo op?
Well, yeah, but... Look, MJ, I'm with you and...
And you're still going to be handsome. I'm going with you. Sounds exciting.
I am? You are? It does?
So long, boys and girl. Catch you later.
Bye, Gwen.
Bye, Peter.
So, Parker knows her?
I guess I could just plead insanity and throw myself on the mercy of the court. I mean, you were just starting to notice me, Gwen. Oh boy, I brought in the oh girl.
Wee-ha! Come on, Peto! Can't this thing move any faster?
Mary Jane Watson. Anything goes.
Well, this is it, MJ. There's cops everywhere.
But the lizard's in there, and you're out here.
So, maybe with my press card?
Follow me.
Follow you?
Mary Jane Watson does not stand behind the velvet rope. Excuse me, Mr. Police Officer.
MJ, what are you up to? Oh.
How you doing?
Me? Unhappy.
And how can New York's finest make you happy?
I mean, this is kind of a drag, isn't it? I've got places to go and people to see.
I think it was right about then I realized that even though her distraction got me inside the police line, MJ was always going to be the center of attention. And I wasn't quite sure how I felt about that. So I did what I always do when faced with a personal problem, Gwen.
Hello, fellow New Yorkers. I'm looking for a guy about so big, he's green and has an unusual skin condition.
I go web swinging. The lizard was actually a friend of mine, of Spider-Man's, named Curt Connors. Spider-Man knew his wife and his little boy. They were good people, with a bad problem.
Say, aren't you Billy Connors?
Spider-Man! We came up on the train to see my dad, all the way from Florida.
I'm sure I saw Curt in the crowd, and then I'm scared what's happened to him. I don't want to worry Billy.
I'll find him, Miss Connors. Your husband's going to be okay. Just go to the hotel or wherever you're staying. I'll find him.
I had to hand it to Miss Connors. Even though she knew her husband had a Jekyll and Hyde thing with the lizard, she stood by him. They kept the secret from the boy, but nothing could keep their love apart. I had hoped someday to have something like that with you, Gwen.
Here, lizard, lizard, lizard. Here, lizard, lizard. Oh, Spidey sense I could kiss you.
Spider-Man.
Hey, Lizzie. Glad you can make it. Always heard about those giant crocodiles living in the New York sewers. You know, the ones that got there because kids flushed their pets down the toilet and they got all big and ugly. Is that how you got here? Some youngster flushed down the toilet and... I realize Penn Station isn't a sewer. I mean, it isn't supposed to be.
You talk too much. You always talk too much.
No, fine. I was just trying to make a little conversation before I kick your...
Silence! Do you see that train, Spider-Man? Think of that train as evolution in action. Just as the dinosaurs passed so that man could rule the planet, the time has long come for reptiles to take their rightful places.
Do you think I talk too much? Yeesh.
Come with me. I can lead you to safety.
Why? Why would you help me?
Because we want the same thing. The death of Spider-Man.
That's not what I want. You know nothing of what I want. I will follow you out of here. But if you or Spider-Man or another interferes with my plans, then I will kill you.
So we shall see.
Gone. Wonderful. I've got some great shots, MJ, and I couldn't have done it without... What's the matter?
Did someone throw you down a flight of stairs?
Oh, well, you know, it can get kind of rough out there. The crowds, Spider-Man even showed up and...
Come here.
Why?
Combat duty deserves a little hazard pay.
If I knew I was working on the reward system, I'm gonna throw myself in front of a train.
Whatever makes my guy happy.
My guy? She called me her guy. You've got to understand, Gwen, okay? Maybe you don't have to understand, but when a girl says that, guys take it a certain way. When you're dealing with a girl like MJ, well, where was I?
Listen, MJ, as much as I'd like to stay and play night nurse, I've got to get these photos to the Bugle if I want to get the exclusive. Can we?
Go! Duty calls.
Do you need a ride?
I've got no needs, Tiger, as you're sure to find out where MJ goes. The party goes.
So much for my guy. Now, strange as it seems, Blizzard didn't know he actually was Doc Connors. All he knew was that Connors had access to chemicals that could make more reptile creatures, DNA, that sort of thing. So there was only one place he would have slithered off to. The good doctor's private laboratory.
No! All these scribbles and formulas are meaningless. It's Connors I want. Connors!
Lizzie was finding out that having a nifty tail and a tiny reptile brain won't get you the blue ribbon at the state science fair.
Connors? Connors? No, we're sorry, Lizzie. There's no Connors here right now. But we do have some lovely parting gifts for our scaly friend. Tell him, Spidey. Well, first off, we have the home game version of Beat the Pants Off the Lizard.
If nothing else, you'll see to it that you'll never leave this room alive.
Comes complete with your very own spider sense, so you won't get caught by that darn swinging tail. And there's plenty of our patented Spider-Man webbing to really gunk up your lizard.
What? What's happened? Why am I so slow?
Not available in stores. Void where prohibited. Toledo, Ohio, and Utah add additional sales tax. The lizard not included. There's a reason why you creepy crawlies all live down south, Lizzie. Reptiles, ones you think are going to inherit the earth, they don't do real well in the cold. Since it's not quite wintertime, we had Mr. Liquid Nitrogen down for the temp, so I could get the drop on you.
Hello? Is anybody there? Curt?
Miss Connors, everything is alright. We just need to tidy up a bit in here.
Spider-Man, is that you?
That's right, Miss Connors. It's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Is my husband in there? Curt?
Dad!
Great, she brought the boy with her too. Guess this had better work.
Coming in.
Hey there, true believers.
Curt!
Dad!
Sorry the place is such a mess. We were working on something that went out of control and nobody's really listening to me, are they? Okay, well, this is me. Leaving.
There goes a real hero.
I wish there was some way to repay him for all of his help.
What could we do, Mom? Somebody like Spider-Man has it all.
On the way home, all I could think about was how somehow this turned out to have a happy ending. And how, in this whacked-out world I called my own, that meant something bad was right around the corner. So you can guess what was going through my head as I pulled up to Aunt May's house and found the Green Goblin's son, Harry Osborn, sitting on the front porch.
Harry? Is everything okay? Is this about your dad?
What? No, my dad's fine. I mean, he's still in the hospital, but he's doing better every day. That's part of the reason I came to see you. Your aunt said it was okay to wait out here. She seems real nice.
Harry, what's your father's condition got to do with me?
Hey, it's no big deal. In fact, it might turn out to be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Me?
With my dad in the hospital, one of his apartments in the city is just going empty. And well, I know you got the sweet deal out here with your aunt, but I thought you might want to move in near campus. Be roommates.
Roommates? Harry, I can't afford...
Don't sweat it, friend. My dad owns the place. We're living rent-free.
I couldn't believe it. My own place? If only Aunt May would understand. If only.
I don't know what to say.
Then say yes, you lunkhead. It's all set, but there's one thing I gotta find out first. I don't really know where you stand with this Mary Jane girl.
MJ? I mean, we're just friends, Harry. Why?
'Cause I'm thinking of asking her out. And, well, if you got something going there, I wouldn't want to crowd you.
No. I mean, Harry, about the apartment. Let me talk to my aunt.
Sure, pal, but act fast. And thanks for the tip on MJ. With the way Gwen has been giving you the eye. This is all gonna work out great, Pete. You'll see.
Wait, what?
Peter? Come on inside. Dinner is getting cold. Do you need a sweater? Peter?
Hello, Gwen. Today, I want to talk about... Aunt May. I'm sorry, Gwen. When I think about my aunt, it's hard to think of someone who is that frail, but also that strong.
There's something I have to ask you. You first.
No, my Aunt May always taught me that it's ladies first. You want me to argue with my Aunt May? Would you, Aunt May?
Oh, Peter, you are too funny.
When I think about you, Gwen, I remember someone who never looked frail at all. And yet...
Peter, you know how I would never do anything to hurt you. But with you going off to college and spending so much time in the city, Would you mind terribly if Anna Watson and I moved in together? Just for the company. It wouldn't be like she's replacing you or... Please don't be angry with me, Peter. That would be the last thing I would ever want to happen.
I never, ever thought I would be burying you before her. It's just not the way life is supposed to work.
I'm not angry with you, Aunt May. I'm a little worried that you two gal pals will be up all hours of the night playing loud music and the neighbors will be calling the police. But other than that minor detail, you have my blessing.
Thank you, Peter. You are the dearest boy. Oh, and I think it would be a good idea that you take Harry up on his offer to be his roommate.
You knew? Aunt May, were you listening to me and Harry on the porch?
Well, when Harry Osborn showed up here, as polite as he can be, I knew he was up to something.
Uh-huh. Is there anything else going on in my life that you'd like to discuss with me?
You have one of those milk mustaches.
Oh. Better?
Much.
Anything else?
Oh, not that it's any of my business.
Don't let that stop you, Aunt May.
Well, if you don't want Harry dating Mary Jane Watson, you should have told him so. I don't care how cool a bachelor pad he has.
Pad.
It's
not called a bachelor's pack, Aunt May. It's called a bachelor pad.
Yes, dear.
But then again, my life has never worked the way it's supposed to. Bad before good, remember? And losing you, Gwen, was beyond bad. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Even my Uncle Ben would understand how I could say that.
Hey! The old man! He needs help!
I'm sorry. The death comes for all the wrong people.
Listen to me, Vulture. You're having some kind of heart attack or something. If you were ever gonna tell me, now's the time.
Doctor. Step aside, Blackie. We'll handle it from here. You're not going to get a second warning. Get your hands in the air and back away.
Do you know the old mill bridge?
Tell me! Tell me!
Left a spare set of wings, half-mile out, under the bridge, south side.
Should have listened like you were told, Blackie. You brought this on yourself.
Let go of me! I was only trying to help the guy.
Help him into an early grave, more like it.
Now, I have to admit that, at first, the idea of Aunt May rooming with Anna Watson had some obvious advantages.
You know, Peter, a girl like Mary Jane Watson isn't going to sit at home and wait for the phone to ring.
No, Aunt May. I'm willing to bet that MJ has her own answering service.
What's that, PDO? Talking about your M generation again? And if not, why not?
That is, Gwen, if someone were to be interested in seeing more of Mary Jane Watson and his niece, which at the time I wasn't so sure of. Either way, got that?
How's my guy?
Your guy is more than fine. MJ, listen, if you're not busy...
Come on, MJ. The bus is leaving.
Petey, you wanted to talk about something?
I'm sure it can wait. Hey, Harry, what about the roommate offer?
You'll take it, right, Roomie? Smart move. You're always making the smart move, Pete. Gotta give you that.
Yeah, I guess I was wondering when I could see the place.
What's to see? You're gonna love it.
What do you say, Harry? We have a little housewarming party this weekend? Petey, you in?
Sure. Done.
Done. You say when, pal?
I have to give it to Harry. He certainly knew how to keep things moving. Maybe MJ was more his speed.
You know, Anna, I never cared much for that Harry Osborn boy.
It was moving fast. The idea of leaving Aunt May, Harry, now with MJ. And yet, with my own place, I could see finally finding the time to get to know you better, Gwen. Harry had said something wild about the way you looked at me.
You got everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Say, where's the regular laundry fella?
Took sick. Flu.
Oh, they're going around. You take care now. Night.
Did the old bird tell you everything you needed to know?
And how? Just like you planned. The poison, all of it.
You had better be right. It is just as easy to get out of here as it is to toss you back.
I saw the clues, didn't I? How can I make up for the time we lost?
Get ready. You are not going to have much time.
You just get me to the Old Bell Bridge. I'll do the rest.
They're coming.
I'm looking. Got it.
Police! Nobody move! Don't forget our deal, Blackie, or I'll hunt you down much more quickly and with far less concern for your safety than they ever will. Don't make us shoot! Yes, shoot while you can.
The weekend got there quicker than I could believe. And it was time to check out Harry's and my soon-to-be apartment.
My spider party sense is tingling. This must be the place. Either that, or I should really try to sew some thermals into this costume.
Well, that's him! Go for it, Spidey!
Who are you talking to, Flash?
Spider-Man, he just went swinging by.
Really? Huh. Oh, look, Gwen. There's the invisible girl.
I think you're right, MJ. She's in her invisible plane with her invisible dog. Too bad Peter's not here, Flash. I'm sure he'd love to see her whittle Spider-Man, too.
Ladies, while we await the arrival of Mr. Parker, can I interest you in a drink?
Music is my elixir, Harry. And don't you forget it. Gwen, you want to dance?
Any idea where Peter might be?
Oh, you know Petey, Gwen.
Actually, MJ, not as well as you'd think. But maybe I should.
Have at it, girl. My guess is Petey got a call from the Bugle and he's out taking photos of Spider-Man fighting some big bad.
Isn't that dangerous?
Very.
Actually, if I had known then you were probably talking about me, probably would have crashed right into the building.
Hey Flash, you're looking the wrong way. The party's over here.
Nuh-uh, I'm staying right here in case that web-slinger comes shooting past.
Yeah, whatever.
Jack!
Poor Flash. He was probably Spidey's biggest fan. Didn't have a clue that his hero and pesky Parker were one and the same. He almost felt sorry for him. Almost. I had to admit that buzzing Flash was a pretty good thrill. But I could see you and MJ having a ball. While Flash may have been dumb enough to stand there looking out the window when the real show was right behind him, I wasn't about to make the same mistake. At least that was the plan.
Alright, that's it. Nobody cuts my web line and gets away with it. I pay for that stuff by the foot. And it doesn't exactly come whole sale.
In all fairness, I was caught off guard. Completely. Utterly. Trust me. 2 pretty girls dancing up a storm will do that to a guy. Not that I blame you and MJ or anything. On the contrary. I was just remembering how I got the pants beaten off me, and coming up with any excuse would make me feel a whole lot better.
Where the hell is Parker anyway? Biggest night of his life, and he's probably asleep in the library.
You know, Flash, whatever Pete's up to, he's got to be having a more exciting time than standing around here listening to you whine about it.
I'm just saying.
Is that why you're always putting Peter down, Flash? A tad jealous,
Of Parker? Come on. What he got, that old Flash hasn't gone in buckets.
Please, don't get us started on that one. It's not like we have all night.
I keep telling you, Flash. Pete's an okay guy. Why else do you think I'd ask him to be my roommate?
I don't know, Harry. Why did you ask him to be your roommate?
Let's give him till midnight, okay?
It wasn't until right about then I realized that the Vulture, who had suddenly come flying back into my life, wasn't the same senior citizen who tried to play Squash the Spider before. This was a whole new box of trouble in an old wrapper.
Hey, you're not the Vulture. What happened to the old Birdman of Alcatraz?
Dead, and you're about to join him.
Don't you bad guys have a union to keep this thing from happening? Trademark infringement? A copycat clause?
I'm faster, smarter, stronger than that old crow ever was.
Autumn in New York. It was supposed to be warm and sunny. I wanted to be in Central Park, sharing a hot dog and feeding the ducks and holding hands.
Extra strength Vulture? I still love that old stuff that came in a can.
The name is Blackie Drago, the guy who killed Spider-Man.
Ha! Midnight? How do you spell loser? P-A-R-K-E-R?
Huh! I won! Spider-Man is dead!
And, as stupid as it may sound, Gwen, lying there, the cold, my head blacking out, I suppose I didn't know if I was going to live, but all I could think of was how I let the gang down. What you all would say because I hadn't shown up. What you, Gwen, would think of me. I had to get new batteries for this thing. I've been talking to you for so long, Gwen, that I guess I didn't realize how long I'd been talking. Maybe that's what happens when you tell a love story. You can't tell it too fast. But I wouldn't know, never having told one.
Jeez, Peter, you look like hell.
Thanks, Harry. Love you too.
Where you been? Everybody waited as long as they could, but...
Everybody?
Sure. Flash, MJ, Gwen. You missed a swinging time. This was supposed to be our housewarming party, and... Hey, are you okay? You really don't look so good.
I'm fine, Harry. I just got a cold. I guess, and, Harry, do you think you can show me where my bedroom is?
I was lying to Harry, of course. It wasn't fine. The Vulture had done a pretty good number on me, and lying out on the rooftop of some building in New York City during a snowstorm wasn't exactly the best way to stay warm or healthy. Did I mention there's not a lot of long underwear that fits inside my Spider-Man costume?
This one's yours, Pete. Gwen made up your bed in case you got in late. Which, you did.
Gwen did that? That was sweet of her.
Yep. Gwen's a sweetheart.
I wasn't quite sure what Harry meant by that. Only a few days before, he had asked me if I'd be okay if he took out Mary Jane, and...
MJ said something about you might having to work late. She said your job can get kinda dangerous. Taking pictures of Spider-Man and stuff.
MJ said that? She's alright, that Mary Jane?
Yep. She's hot as a pistol.
And right about then, it was weird talking to him about you two. I know, I hadn't done much in dating either of you. More to the point, I hadn't done that much dating at all. But I guess I didn't like what Harry... I don't know what I didn't like about what Harry was doing. Not yet, anyways.
Hey, Harry. Nice apartment.
Yeah, and, welcome home, roommate.
I suppose anybody else would have been thrilled to see their new digs for the first time. Harry had really come through for me. But to tell you the truth, I wasn't sure why. Living in a place paid by Norman Osborn, the man only I knew was really the Green Goblin, didn't make me rest any easier. Not that I was going to be doing much resting anyways. Somewhere in the city, Blackie Drago, using the Vulture's wings, was under the impression that he had killed me. Blackie had set out to make a name for herself as the new Vulture. And as simple as it sounds, knocking off your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is as good a way to leave an impression on the supervillain community as any. Bad for Spidey, good for Blackie. Or so I thought.
Look at you. A creature such as yourself should be free to fly, not pinned to some hospital bed. Vulture.
Who's there? Come into the light.
Blackie Drago has not fulfilled his promise. Spider-Man lives, although Drago boasts otherwise.
Who are you? My doc says I'm going to die.
And what if I were to tell you that you will live? Would you succeed where Drago failed? Would you kill Spider-Man?
Yes, anything.
You were poisoned by Drago to obtain your wings. When there is a poison, there is an antidote, and I will be your savior. Remember that, always.
I think I slept for 2 days. The fever was still raging, and maybe all of what had happened next didn't. But it's how I chose to remember it.
Oh, chicken soup? May, is that you?
May, looks like I got here just in time. The fever's gone to your brain if you don't recognize your very own Mary Jane Watson.
MJ?
That's it. Need my guy all big and strong.
Yum.
Yum, we like. Much better than blech. Anna Watson's homemade soup is killer. Hope you're not too disappointed that I didn't make it myself. What I lack in the kitchen, I more than make up for in nursing skills.
MJ, can I ask you something? You don't have to answer, or...
Fire away. But I never kiss and tell.
I mean, you're dating Harry now, aren't you?
Sure, Harry's a nice guy and all, but...
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Wow.
Now, Pedio, remember you're sick. The fever makes you say things you probably don't mean.
No. I meant wow.
If you're not doing anything, Peter, I thought I'd read to you. How's a little Huck Finn sound?
Huck Finn? My Uncle Ben used to read that to me whenever I was sick.
What a coincidence. You have an Aunt May who told me your Uncle Ben used to read you Huck Finn whenever you were sick.
Just happened to be in the neighborhood?
Actually, Harry has 2 tickets for that new Broadway show.
I hear it's awful.
Well, you'd know. How is your acting career going, MJ?
Girls?
Like I said, maybe it was the fever and I was hallucinating. But I think the two of you were, well, let's just say, this never happened when I was Peter Parker, bookworm. What happened after that, however, happened. All the time. It still does, one way or another. My entire life can be summed up in 3 little words. Bad before good.
I should be getting some rest.
Sure, Peter.
Later, Pedio.
Raza, Vulture.
Let me get this straight. He's got both of them up there?
Yes.
I don't get it. What's Parker's secret?
Flash, I keep telling you, Pete's an okay...
Harry, let's go. We don't want to miss the curtain going up.
Gwen, the show doesn't start for 2 hours.
Now, Harry.
Hey, Dollface, if you're all through playing Florence Nightingale, how about you and me?
Earth to Flash, drop dead.
Huh?
Hmm.
By then, some of the original Vulture decided to join the party. And I just stood there, Gwen, watching them, like it was on TV. Just like every other New Yorker looking up at the sky. Seriously, what did I care if those two wanted to kill each other? It would probably do the world a lot of good if one or both of them went down. I mean, I was sick. I should have been in bed with a pretty girl reading me Huck Finn.
Huck Finn?
Huck Finn reminded me of Uncle Ben. And how, on one night, I stood by doing what I wanted to do, let a petty thief walk right past me. If I had only stopped that man, Uncle Ben would still be alive. If only. There are some days that I face that with great power comes with great responsibility.
Spider-Man!
Let me guess. You were both over at the pet store and they only had 1 bag of birdseed left. And one thing led to another, so now Spidey winds up with the cleanup on aisle 4.
This has nothing to do with your arachnid.
Sure, you say that now, but as soon as you get a cut or bruise, you'll come running back to me for a band-aid or a hug. Oh boy. I got it. I don't got it.
If people knew how hard this job was, I wonder if anyone would ever do it.
What happened? I mean, in high school I had it all. The chicks, everything. Now Parker's scoring and old Flash is sitting on the bench. It doesn't make sense? Huh, must be my lucky day after. Oh?
Sometimes I do realize that God has a sense of humor, and I actually get the joke. Gwen, after all these years, I sort of wish I had told Flash that was Peter Parker back then. He was probably Spidey's biggest fan, and I never acknowledged it in any way. Maybe it was payback for all the years he played the bully to my hapless victim.
You saved my life!
Yeah, that's what I do for a living, despite what the Daily Bugle says.
Ah, I wouldn't write myself with that rag. All they print are lies about you. Everybody knows that.
Well...
No kidding. You're a hero. Look at what you've done with your life.
Listen, son, would you do me a favor?
For you, anything.
I need you to return that money to the bank. All of it.
Sure, of course.
But somehow, when I left that roof, raising Flash wasn't as much fun anymore.
So Flash, what have you done with your life?
I think I realized something else that day watching those two vultures.
You can't beat me. I'm younger than you. Faster!
The arrogance of youth. Experience is what matters. I created those wings for me. You may have usurped them, but...
They were fighting over essentially the same thing, and only one of them could have it.
I know. Normally I wouldn't drop in without calling, but I was in the neighborhood and...
Get off me, damn you!
Oh, don't make such a fuss, Vulture. I'll only be a minute. Now let's see. Insert wire A into plug C. You think these things would come with instructions?
You idiot! You'll kill us both!
Hey, this isn't as difficult as it looks. A child of 4 could operate these swings. No wonder both you and Drago can handle it. Ramming speed!
And while I can't exactly see you and MJ putting on a pair of wings and ducking it out over Broadway, as amusing as that might be...
And that, gentlemen, is how you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I had to find a way that would allow all of us to remain friends. And hopefully, 2 of us would get to be more than that.
Hey Flash, what's all the hubbub, bub?
Come on down here, Parker. I've got some news that might even impress you. I had an amazing experience today.
What's this all about?
Spider-Man saved my life.
An amazing fantasy. More like it.
1 sec, Gwen. I want to hear this.
Thanks, Pete. Maybe Harry's been right about you all along, but I doubt it. Anyway, here I was with Spider-Man. I bet he's not much older than anybody in this room, and he's out there every day putting his life on the line, helping people just like me. And I looked at my own life and realized I had to put away my football and do my part. I joined the army.
I had to make a decision, Gwen. One that would eventually answer if I spent the rest of my life with you. Or with MJ. What I didn't know back then was the decision was never mine to make. Oh God. Gwen, I'm sorry, I fell asleep with the tape recorder on and I had a dream about you.
The Scorpion.
We were riding in a car. I don't know whose car. I was driving. It was a convertible. Maybe like the one Harry used to own. I don't know. The wind was in your hair and you were alive, Gwen.
The octopus.
It just seemed so real. I could touch you. Hear your laughter.
The rhinoceros.
And the strangest part?
The lizard.
The hardest part.
The vulture.
Was that it was today. Not in the past. You were still alive today.
I have studied all of the beasts in the concrete jungle as they stalk my prey, learned from their mistakes. Now, the hunt begins!
Life can be so unfair, Gwen. I should keep going. It was Valentine's Day. I remember because I got a Valentine that was unsigned, except for one of those little smiley faces.
Any idea who sent it, Pete?
It's probably from my Aunt May, Harry.
Could be worse. Could be from Flash. Hey, Roomie, toss me some of your aftershave.
You all out of Osborn's Lady Killer number 5?
Nah, just too lazy to go into my room and get it. Besides, with the way you got both MJ and Gwen eating out of your hand, I figure us mere mortals ought to have a level playing field.
What are you talking about, Harry? MJ and Gwen aren't...
Saved by the bell, Pete. Get that, will ya? I'll be down in a sec.
It was our send-off party to Flash Thompson, remember? He'd enlisted, somehow equating that with being a hero. Looking back on it, Gwen, I couldn't tell which one of us was the bigger idiot. Soldier Boy, or Spider-Man.
Gwen, you're the first one here.
Do I win a prize?
Let me help you with... Wow.
What do you say, Peter?
The drinks are over by the...
When opportunity knocks, you open that door, Tiger.
MJ, you look...
fabulous. I know, it's a gift. Mwah.
To tell you the truth, basic is pretty, well, basic. Bottom line, whether it's football or the army, Will Flash was born to be in the uniform.
Flash.
Let's get this party started.
No, sir. That'll be fine. Great. See you then.
Harry, everything okay?
Huh? Oh, that was just my dad.
Just the mention of Harry's father, the man formerly secretly known as the Green Goblin, made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
He's feeling much better and thought he'd drop by. He seemed particularly pleased that you were here. I didn't realize you and my dad knew each other well enough that he'd ask about you.
Harry.
Hey, no big.
Toast, toast!
I wanted to be happy for Harry when his father was finally out of the hospital, and yet...
Come on, Pete. Don't want to be late to our own shindig.
This was going to be the first time I'd laid eyes on Norman since he claimed he couldn't remember anything about being the Goblin. Norman knew my secret identity, and, well, does anybody really have amnesia except on soap operas?
I'm really gonna miss all you guys and gals. I guess sometimes you have to lose something to really appreciate you've ever had it in the first place.
I couldn't believe it. A profound thought from Flash Thompson. Must have read it in a comic book.
To Flash!
I wanted to just go in a corner and talk to you, but I guess whose Spider-Sense started raging.
Entertained hunts the lion!
Believe me, Gwen, at that moment I was just as confused as anyone there. I mean, of all people to crash Flash Thompson's going-away party. Kraven the Hunter?
He is here.
Sorry, pal, but nobody gets into this party without an invite.
Poor Flash. Proving once and for all that putting on a uniform may make you braver, but not necessarily any smarter.
You.
Me?
And then, he took Harry. In a world that doesn't make any sense, this really didn't make any sense.
Gwen, call 911.
Wait, where are you going?
Camera, bugle, photos, Spider-Man. Bye!
I wish I could ask you now. Did either of you buy my pathetic attempts at excuses?
I've studied you. Like all the great beasts, when caught unaware, you can do nothing but cower.
I don't know what you're talking about!
I almost wish you would fight me, to make the kill more worthwhile.
I don't want to fight you! Please! You've got the wrong guy!
It is pointless to deny it. I have your scent.
Hate to break it to you, Jungle Boy, but you're dancing with the wrong fella. There's only one true Spider-Man, and we accept no substitutes.
By that time, I figured out this all had to do something with me learning to carry my aftershave. Needless to say, I never wore any cologne after that. Harry was so shaken up by it all. He never brought it up. And Kraven, I guess, wouldn't let his ego admit that he'd made a mistake, so he never tried this stunt again.
Easy there. I'll get you home just as soon as...
Look out!
You could not have known I was hunting you. And yet, you had a decoy.
Jerk!
That was a very foolish thing to do.
Harry! Leave him alone, you animal!
Wait, I know you. You're...
Yep, Gwen, that's when Norman Osborn decided to show up. Unbelievable.
Hey, hyena breath. I want to know why. Why'd you go through all this trouble just to get a little old me?
Okay, maybe hitting him with everything I had wasn't the most romantic thing I could think of for Valentine's Day. But damn it, Gwen. I didn't want to be out there slugging it out with some Tarzan wannabe. I should have been with you. How many dates, how many kisses did I miss because I was doing this instead of being by your side?
It was a contract. Green Goblin paid me to kill you.
The Goblin? Kraven the Goblin is dead.
Didn't matter. Honor the contract.
Even back then, how many lives did the Green Goblin destroy?
Spider-Man! Spider-Man! I just wanted to thank you. You saved my son, and if you ever need anything...
It's alright. I don't want anything from you. I'm just glad it's over.
You saved my son! And you saved...
Dad? Dad, you okay?
It's nothing. Nothing.
No, it's all the excitement. So soon after. Let's get you home. We'll just say goodbye to... Spider-Man?
So that was it. I found out later that everything I'd been through, the Rhino, the Lizard, the Vultures, all those animals were all part of some test Kraven had arranged. I look back on my life as Spider-Man. God help me, there are days when all I can think of is how much time is taken away from my family, and from everyone I've loved.
Peter, everyone's gone home, and I thought I heard.
Yeah, it's me, Gwen. Just give me a second.
It's like I've been riding an elevator that stops on all the wrong floors. But somehow, that night, the doors opened, and...
Oh, I didn't know you were getting dressed.
Undressed, actually. Sorry, Gwen. I thought everyone had left too. And I was just getting ready for bed, and... Some night, huh?
I was just thinking about that. How everybody ran. Except you. You went for your camera and jumped at the chance. Like a fireman rushing into a burning building while everyone else is running out. And I got to wondering, maybe that's somebody I should get to know better. What's that?
What's what?
I bet you get a lot of these.
You don't want to take that bet.
Did you read it?
Yeah? And...
Peter, will you be my Valentine?
That's when you had me, Gwen Stacy. All of me. Gwen, for years I've tried to make sense of your death. Something, anything that I could call good that came after all that bad. And all that time I've been sitting up here talking to you. I remembered something I don't think I've ever told anyone. The night of your funeral, MJ came to see me at the apartment. I was, putting it mildly, rude to her. I just wasn't up for that life is a party and MJ is the cake thing. But something happened that night. I think now your death was MJ's wake-up call. That we weren't all going to live forever, and that the party was going to end. Gwen, I don't think Mary Jane Watson could have had a serious relationship with me, until she realized how much we all lost with you gone. She would later become my wife. I had to learn to love again, and she taught me how.
Peter? Hi.
MJ, how long have you been listening?
Long enough.
I'm sorry, MJ. I didn't mean for you to hear.
It's all right. I just came up here to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Will you do me a favor, Peter? Say hello for me, and tell Gwen I miss her too.
That was MJ, Gwen. She says hi. And, I should get going. I guess when I try to sum up how I feel sometimes around this time of year, I feel blue. Not like I've been dipped in with the tidy bowl man, but like in music, in jazz, in feeling blue. And I long for a time when the girl I knew with an incredible smile and so much good in her heart made me think, life can be great.
And there it is, the end of Spider-Man Blue. I just want to give a massive thank you to all my wonderful voice actors who volunteered their free time to be a part of this project. I also want to specifically thank Jory, both for voicing Gwen and being a massive supporter and helping this project, Vex Scorpio for spending his time and sanity making the end credits music, my good friends Goblin, Chill, Blank, and Wesker for coming in to help with my server, voice background characters, and fill in for the recasts. Lastly, I want to thank all of you for watching, and hope you look forward to our next project, The Night Gwen Stacy Died. I hope you have a good morning and or evening, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.